please.
Clark.
Here.
Evans. Here. Lartunda. Absent. Light.
Here.
Parker. Here. Sykes.
Here.
DeRose.
Here. This is to advise that certain advance notice has been given to the date, time, location, and to the extent known the agenda of this meeting in accordance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Act. And notice of this meeting has been posted prominently at the bulletin board in the municipal complex lobby, on the city's website, and communicated through the newspaper designated by the governing body. This is to further advise that this meeting is being recorded electronically and can be viewed on the city's website at abseconnj.gov. Regular meeting agenda, 2025, ordinance for introduction. First reading for introduction only. Ordinance 12-2025, amending the Code of the City of Absecon, Chapter 69, Article 5, 69-35, off-duty assignments. May I hear a motion?
Motion?
Second. Discussion, please. Discussion?
I did second it, but you went so fast, I didn't get it out of my mouth.
Discussion, please. Anybody?
We're increasing.
Somebody should explain what it is.
It's a detail rate for officers.
Detail, so you wanna explain it, or you want me to?
Just putting the detail rate
It's gonna
in
make,
line.
yeah, making it comparable to neighboring towns, so our officers were doing detail rates, other departments were coming in and making more than them, and so it made it comparable and, more desirable to do a detail.
Right now in the city of Absecon, oftentimes, and this is not just an Absecon thing, it's everywhere, more than a neighboring police department will do details. And if an Absecon cop and a Galloway cop are doing the exact same detail at the exact same time, the Galloway cop makes more money than Absecon. This just brings it so detail rate is comparable to other towns.
It's gonna be a two-step process. We're gonna do I think an increase of $5 this year, and then $5 starting in 2026, so it's a two-step process. And the money does not come from the city. It comes, and Eddie could probably give you where it comes from.
Comes from the contractor that requires a detail, they pay for it.
Exactly. So no funds from the
Add to
city.
that, because we use a third party to schedule all this, that's why you see other, police departments in town, including Galloway and Egg Harbor Township, when those other municipalities are paying at a higher rate, it makes it difficult for the third party to, do all their accounting, and so it brings everybody so that we're all the same, and it's easier for them on billing and everything else.
Do any council members have any questions? Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Light.
Yes?
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes, this ordinance will be posted, laid over, and published according to law. A public hearing, a second, and a final reading will be held on October 2nd, 2025. Consent agenda. All matters listed under item consent agenda are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted by one motion in form listed. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be discussed separately. 165, accepting a volunteer firefighter into the Absecon City Fire Department, namely Tevin Watson. 166, authorizing a shared service agreement with the Count of Atlantic for, it should be County of Atlantic.
That'd
It
be
says
awesome
Count.
if it was the count.
It says Count on my paper. County of Atlantic for GIS
Want that
services.
job.
167, allowing the Absecon Parent-Teacher Organization to hold a citywide yard sale. 168, authorizing the increase of Resolution 84-2025 by $15,000 for vehicle maintenance and repairs. Do I hear a motion to open this meeting to the public for agenda items only?
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Would anybody from the public like to come up and speak on agenda items only? May I hear a motion to close the meeting to the public?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? May I hear a motion to move the consent agenda?
Motion?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Light.
Yes?
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes. Approval of the bill list, $1,091,244.18. May I hear a motion to accept the bill list?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Light.
Yes?
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes. Approval of the minutes, regular meeting minutes, 8/4/2025. May I hear a motion to accept the minutes?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Light.
Yes?
Parker,
Yes.
Sykes,
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes. Council committee reports. We will start with Councilman Light.
Thank you, Mr. President. We haven't met, we won't meet until the 6th of October at 5 o'clock, but there's couple things that I would like to mention is, I'd like to thank our Public Works, as I always do, but specifically at the 9/11 committee, the 9/11 ceremony, and how nice the properties, all, the park and everything looks. They do a great job. It was a great event, as well as thanking our staff, all of our staff, our police, fire, ambulance. And then I'd like to just take a second to acknowledge one of our city supporters, my boss, my friend. He passed last weekend. He supports a lot of functions we do here in Absecon, in the surrounding communities, children, his whole family. They're very generous, so his name's Mike Brestel, so keep his family in your prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman?
Thanks, Council President. So we just had a finance meeting before this, and we went over our outlook for the year so far and where we project us heading towards next year and a few changes we can make. Starting in October, we're really going to focus on our budget for 2026 and how we can make things a little bit better and get us in a better position going forward.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman?
Thank you. So just want to report that Creek Fest is the up and coming this Sunday. We are full steam ahead. We're looking for a great turnout. The weather is in our favor, and like to have everybody come out and support it.
Thank you. Councilwoman?
We public safety has not met since our last meeting, but I would like to thank our police, fire department, and our ambulance squad for all their help with this coming Sunday's event. They're all on board and been very helpful in the planning, and I know they're going to be very helpful on Sunday to make it happen and make it safe. And thank you to the police department for a safe start to the school year. Chief, do you have anything to add?
I do, in reference to Creek Fest, look, we're there to make sure that everybody has a good time. So I say this all the time, in and around town, but really everybody needs to be vigilant while they're down there. If they see something, say something. There'll be plenty of police officers on location. We're there to help you, make sure that you can enjoy the festivity and just be safe. So I'm asking everyone to be responsible and have a good time. If we're needed, please approach any officer you see down there. I want to remind everybody that at the Field of Dreams, next Saturday, September 27th at 6:30 p.m., we'll be partnered with the Field of Dreams staff for the Safe at Home movie in the park, featuring the movie Field of Dreams. So please come down and enjoy the movie and interact with the police and the folks down there at the Field of Dreams.
Thanks, Chief. Councilwoman, good?
Okay.
Councilman Sykes?
Thank you, President. We met on Tuesday. Kind of a lot of things that just happened in Parks and Rec and everything over the last few days, weeks. Just recently, we had John Gorman Way was dedicated to on the Field of Dreams right there, that street, in honor of John, who did so much for the city in the past. So that was this past Saturday. So it was a great turnout. I know the mayor spoke there. A lot of other people, some heartfelt speeches were given, and rightfully so. We were able to get a new roof put onto the Charlie Norris Fieldhouse. Veterans Roofing came in and was able to donate everything and do that for the Blue Devils in the community. So we just want to thank them again. Really great job. We got a blue roof, looks fantastic. We had a issue with a bench in Heritage Park here, being under a tree that was having some issues. Again, thank you to Lloyd and Public Works. They were able to move that bench in one piece, do it, in a timely fashion. There was 5 women that were in on that bench in honor of their dear friend, so they were very appreciative of that. We're still trying to find and work on a permanent structure in terms of bathrooms for the park over here, for concerts in the park. So that was a big discussion that we had. We got a little bit of movement. Obviously, things have to be further discussed as we go down that line. That's about it.
Thank you, Councilman. And the roof looks amazing.
Thank you.
Really good.
Heard a lot of great comments about it. All I have, September is Suicide Prevention Month, so I know suicide has impacted multiple members in this room. So I'm calling on the community to make sure that if, call on your friends, call on your neighbors, and make sure everybody's doing all right. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Just a few quick things to piggyback on Councilman Sykes's comment about John Gorman Way. On that Saturday, there was two events that honored the memory of people who were very strong in our community. There was an ALS walk that raised a lot of money for ALS research, where a team of our residents went and walked in honor of Victoria Hunter. And that was really special to see so many people from this community go to Ocean City to honor one of their great citizens who passed away a couple years ago from ALS. And then to fast forward a couple hours later, we show up to dedicate this road to John, and kind of didn't know what we expected. Maybe 100 people. There was well over 200 people there. Again, this is why I love this town. This is why I will speak on behalf of all of you, and myself. This is why we do what we do. This community is worth every little gray hair that we get from doing this job, and I love this community, and I was really, really honored that we were able to have two great events in one day for two wonderful people. To echo Council President DeRose, suicide has impacted a lot of people's lives. I say this all the time, just to say, if you need to talk, talk. My number's on the website. You need to talk to me. I lived through it, and I don't want any other families or friends to live through something like that as well. And lastly, and I will ask Councilwoman Parker, or I don't know if maybe we could have Mr. Sayer come up in the public session. I was unable to attend the planning board meeting where some things were decided at the planning board meeting. Would either of you like to give an update so all of council's on the same page as to what's happening at 4th Avenue development?
There's an owner of a 4th Avenue property that came over a year ago, I would say 13 months ago, almost 14 months ago, with plans. We asked them to go out, revise the plans with their professionals. They did that. They did it to our approval for a subdivision. They're putting 2 houses on the property. It's also where some of our city drain work was done, so that was not something they had to do, but it was actually good timing to get that project done before they start their work. Everybody was on board with, we did have some concerned citizens, but in the neighborhood, but I think they were most of them were pretty satisfied with what they came back with, and planning board moved forward to the next step, which is not like they're breaking ground next week, but they're moving forward, and we were pleased to see what they came up with. I don't know if Greg has anything. I don't know, in so many, in quick terms.
Yeah. It's just the only reason I ask is that, with different autonomous boards, we have a member of council and myself, we sit on it, and you guys, if you can't make it to the meetings, I just wanted to make sure that we're all in the know of what's going on the planning board, even though we don't have a say, but you should know in case somebody comes up and asks. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there. Thank you, Councilwoman Parker. And, just kidding, I'm done. Thank you.
Clerk's report, please.
These are the monthly reports for August. The construction office is $8,023. The court was $12,784.62. And the tax office was $5,091,608.57. And the clerk's office was $6,939.
Thank you. And the only thing I ask is, could we add a business administrator line to this now, moving forward? Please. Thank you. Engineer report, please.
We go to the administrator first?
Let's go to the engineer first.
Okay, thank you. Quick comment on the 4th Avenue subdivision. So Councilwoman Parker mentioned it was good timing with that subdivision coming through with the drainage work. That was all deliberate. I mentioned this before in some of my reports. We want to be developer friendly, we want to be business friendly, we want to invite people to invest in the city, and this is an example of where we have a budget for infrastructure in the city, and we take a look at where we can get the biggest bang for our buck. We knew we had some, subdivisions coming in, some residential properties interested on Fourth Avenue, so through the Public Works Committee, we decided that would be a good place to spend some money and get the drainage in line there. That way, when people decide to come live there, they don't have to deal with some of the drainage issues. So, some good proactive planning on the part of the city. Speaking of flooding, Shore Road, we're still working out the wrinkles on those plans. There is no one who wants this project to go out to bid more than the people that have been staring at the plans in my office for the last 3 years. But we're almost there, and I can't wait till I can tell you we're going out to bid. So we're getting really close. Just a few other updates on some upcoming projects. The budget took a little longer this year, so we're a little bit behind where we would typically be on a typical year, but we do have a lot of great projects in the works. A lot of them are being funded, almost all of them are being funded by outside funding sources. The crosswalk sign on New Jersey and Highland, we have a contractor on board. They're just waiting to get their road opening permit from the county. That should happen in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's only about a week's worth of work, so you'll see that out there in the next month. That work should be complete. Our 2025 road program's going out to bid. The Delaware Avenue project, which is being funded through a DOT grant, is going out to bid at the same time. So we should get some good bid activity with two projects kind of out on the street at the same time. We usually get some more competition that way. So that will be good. The City Hall lobby improvements, we did receive bids on those. I'm working with our CFO to just sort out the different funding sources. So hopefully we'll have an update on that in the next meeting or so. Our raised crosswalk project, which is being paid for through a DOT grant, is just about ready to go up to DOT for their authorization to go out to bid. We're just working out some of the last details on that project, and then that'll be moving forward. And then I mentioned this earlier in the year, there are some significant funding opportunities for us through the New Jersey I-Bank. And you're going to start to see some items on your upcoming agendas related to that funding for work in the estates area to upgrade the drainage lines that run through some of those easements back there. So that's just a coming attraction, very significant funding, millions of dollars, so exciting for us. And once we get there, I'll give a little more detail.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ed.
Yep.
Jessica?
We have the retirement of one of our longtime employees coming up on September 30th. We have the retirement of one of our longtime employees effective September the 30th, so we wish him well in his retirement and looking forward to a new official.
Excellent. Sounds good. First report, to the point, quick. Love it. All right. Do I hear a motion to open this meeting to the public?
Motion? Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Would anybody from the public like to come up and speak? I have to ask, name and address, please.
I live with this one. So, 311 East Wyoming Avenue, Absecon, New Jersey. Okay. So, I have some things that I want to bring to light. Oh.
Can you just put just your name for the record, too?
Allison Maxfield.
Sure.
Yeah. So I went on the, so I wanted to find out, Mayor, when the, because I was really interested in doing the homeless thing, and I went on the city events calendar. I didn't see anything. So I didn't know when it was or anything like that. And then I was just looking on it to find the Field of Dreams. And it says in the Facebook, it says on the Absecon City Council, if you want to know what the events are, you actually have to watch these videos. And the last one had 10 views. So I don't think I think you guys are all doing, and women, are doing an incredible job, but I don't think that there's information out there or linkage. I also was kind of like, okay, where do I go with the Absecon City Council to find out about the sports and athletics? I know I just touched upon it somewhere, but I wasn't sure. So I just wanted to say that there's a great website that you could, I think the easiest thing to do with the events calendar, because it's actually all mushed on the phone. So the only way to really look at the events calendar, if you wanted to, was to be on a computer, and everyone uses their phones nowadays. So it's smart to have a website conversion to be able to use it on the phone. It's pretty easy to do. expensive. But I think that it would get more people involved in coming out to, events and stuff. The other thing is, let's see. Yeah, Field of Dreams. I wanted to know when Field of Dreams was because, and you're in charge of it, right?
No, Field of Dreams is a private organization.
Okay, great. But it's being housed in the Absecon Field of Dreams Park, right?
Well, the Absecon Field of Dreams, they own that as well.
Yeah, they pay.
Oh, okay.
It's an established nonprofit organization that has that land and utilizes that space, and they're a private organization.
Okay,
If
so,
you Google it, their schedule usually comes right up on the Absecon Field of Dreams. If you put in Absecon Field of Dreams in Google, it should come up.
But yeah, it wouldn't be linked to the city website, but the other ones I'm taking note of, yeah.
okay, well, the reason why I want to say this is I have an interpreter, somebody who wants to watch movies and actually do sign language interpretation. So maybe that could be something that you all could utilize over the summer for the film stuff. I'll contact them because he's interested in doing that
Yeah.
film and
We have 2 kids at Field of Dreams that would benefit.
would benefit. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to work there. That was my first job in social work. So, let me see what else I wanted to say.
And by we, again, it's a separate organization, I just volunteer at it.
Yeah, that's
I
totally
said
cool.
we, and then all of a sudden I linked the city to it.
The website is a hot button issue with us.
Oh, okay.
We're in the process of trying to upgrade it to make it more user-friendly, but when it comes to government websites, they're extremely expensive. And
Yeah.
we had a very tight year with our budget this year, so we're still, actually, I had a conversation with our new administrator this morning about some difficulties that we are having with the website, but we are being as proactive as possible
Oh, yeah.
to get the website and you would never believe how difficult it is to do an official city Facebook page, because a lot of people, Facebook would be so much easier than the website.
Yep.
Most people get most of their events and information from Facebook. We do have a site. It is run by our community affairs team. It's called Absecon Community Affairs.
Okay,
They post a lot about the Field of Dreams,
Okay.
the Creek Fest, the events that are upcoming in town. So if you go on Facebook and give that a like, you'll start to populate your feed with more Absecon-oriented events that are happening.
got it.
And then we're working on the website.
Okay,
And as of right now, the homeless task force, we did not meet last month
Okay.
because of back to school. And as we're kind of flushing it out, it's not really a public meeting. The way the resolution was written, it's only 4 residents
okay,
can go right now. We're hoping as we grow, which has grown unbelievably, right? I mean, the Galway Township joining up, we doubled the meeting size. We actually couldn't go in our conference room. We had to come in here to have the last meeting. So as we start to really feel our way around, but some great things have come out of it. The event at the Church by the Bay last month, where the Absecon Police Department, myself, we were there, was serving food, making sure the Pastor Lou Stragala getting clothes for people, and then had social services, and he's really excited because that was a huge success. And his next one, I don't know the date. Do you?
In October.
In October, he's already got like 2 or 3 more social service entities who want to show up to
Okay.
help get people the services they need and get them permanent housing,
yeah, that's great.
somewhere safe to raise their children,
Yep.
all of that.
Yep.
So,
Awesome. So,
The goal with that is to try to have 2 more events at Church by the Bay before Christmas. 2 to 3, depending on how our schedule can work out.
So, that's great. So I just want to go back to the events calendar real quick. So the most populated Facebook group is actually Yeah, I'm from Absecon. So what I suggest you do is to link
I would-
any.
Go ahead.
Well, it's kind of a weird site and people like
So,
complain
I
and
was-
stuff.
I was unfortunately blocked from there, and I was the
Okay.
one that was sharing all of the community affairs stuff to Yam from Absecon. I didn't
Ah.
realize that all of my posts were going into a pending area until
Okay.
everybody was like, "Why isn't Creek Fest being posted on Yam?
Ah.
Like, why don't we know about Creek Fest?" And I'm like, "I've been posting about this since July."
Right.
I went on there to look for my posts, and they're all in a pending place.
Ah, gotcha.
So why I can't share community affairs things to Yam from Absecon is beyond me. I am in contact with the admin of that page, but I'm trying to work on it. I had no problem doing it before this summer, but I am having trouble posting on that, and I had no idea that these things were not going through until one
Yeah.
of my posts about the 08201 hats was deleted, and that's when I went in to see why it was deleted, and found all these pending posts that were never went through.
Gotcha.
So we do try to post there. The other great resources that Jessica has worked on really hard this year was the Gazette.
Okay.
Two editions of the Gazette went out. They're linked on the page too, and a lot of our community events are in the Gazette and things that are going on in town.
Okay. Do you have like a paper copy of events that are at the public library? That could, like flyers of any kind?
The Gazette, I mean, we could print one out.
Yeah, they're all, yeah.
Copies on the tables, right outside.
Okay, cool. You guys are awesome.
One of the biggest issues we have with the website right now is that it's not mobile friendly.
Yeah.
So if you go on your computer, you can see all the information available easily, but if you use your cell phone or a tablet, it doesn't come up. But we are working forward, as Mayor Maroon said, to update our website going forward so it's mobile friendly and updated and, easy
Yeah.
for us to share information.
Another great resource is the police department has a great Facebook page as well. They share a lot of our events. They're a great Facebook page to follow, and their website is very user friendly.
Yeah, I don't really think like the mobile is such a big deal. I think it's more important to get out the flyers to places because a lot of the seniors get involved in stuff.
The senior center gets notified.
Oh, they do? Okay. All right, you guys rock. I'm done.
I wish it was that
Thank
easy,
you.
but it's not. Anybody else from the public like to speak?
Perfect time.
Name and address, sir? I have to ask.
Wen, 711 15th Street. I would just like to make a request that a stop sign be installed at the end of the bike path on New York Avenue and 15th Street. In the past 18 months or so, a three-way stop sign has been installed at the other end of the bike path where the wagon wheel is for the baseball fields. Obviously, the city saw a need at that approach coming from the parks to put a three-way there.
Where is it, Bob?
So it's New York and 15th. So when you're coming down so what's happening is these kids are all coming down the bike path. And the way the bike path slopes, there's really no slowing down, and all the kids are coming from school and everything. And the people on New York are making a left onto 15th, and there's no stop sign there in New York, which is where obviously where I live. So no one stops there. So if you make that left, and we'll use Trevor as an example, a new driver coming out there, they can't see these kids coming down that hill and how fast they're coming. That's why we were against some of the development projects earlier that they want to put on that side. We probably, I think Eddie and I spoke about this before, about looking at a stop sign on that corner. So I think that's what you're talking about.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty familiar.
It's not a question of if,
It's when.
it's when.
It's gonna happen,
I agree.
especially when people park their cars there for the football games, because you can't see around, and there's trees on that one corner that hang over the stop. Like, you can't see both sides there. I know we spoke about this before, but it's more of a sight thing, because you cannot see anyone coming down that bike path, and they're kids, right? So they're coming down the bike path. The bike path is sloped. I mean, I don't.
Not even the bicycle.
It's scooters.
These motorized
Yeah, it's
things that
That's
are,
another.
they're coming down from Chelsea Avenue, and they're heading up to the football field on that path.
So you want it on the path, not on a road?
No, he wants
There
on
is
the
one on
corner.
the path that
Yeah.
they ignore.
He wants on the corner where New York
Corner of
is.
New York Avenue
And 15th, to make a left.
and 15th.
Yeah,
It's
you wanna
it's a
stop.
dead end almost.
It would
on
be,
that.
it would be
Right
a
up
stop.
front of
You're forced to take a left.
Your house, Bob?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you that it's not the kids coming from that direction, it's the cars and the kids coming from Chelsea Road.
Yeah, I see it now.
They're going on these things 25, 30 miles an hour, and when somebody comes around that corner, they can't see them, and they're not looking for them.
No.
They're not looking for a car coming down New York. They're just looking at the bike path like this on these motorized mopeds or bicycles, whatever they are, and
And this
It's
is,
bad.
this is all times of the day, but I know we spoke earlier, when it's school, when school lets out, or there's events
I'll
there
come
that
at
are
3
taking
o'clock.
place,
You come at
it's,
3 o'clock, it's a
yeah,
disaster.
it's
Are we able to make this a
just
priority?
I
crazy.
was just gonna say, we can make this real simple. I can tell you right now that that's warranted, so if you wanna put it on the next agenda for introduction.
Perfect.
all right,
Done,
thank you.
absolutely.
About that,
That's been
Mr.
the
Wentz.
easiest thing we've
Thanks
ever
for coming,
done.
Bob.
I thought it would take me a couple months. My timing was pretty good.
Your
Yeah,
timing
you
was
got to
perfect.
cut in and write it at the last second.
Thank you, Mr. Wentz.
I was advised that you might be calling me, and then I saw your truck pull up. I'm like, well,
Ed, can I ask a quick
He
question?
literally asked.
Can we not ask questions now? Or
no.
Okay.
Would anybody else in the public like to speak?
We gotta get something on the record.
May I hear a motion to close the meeting to the public?
I make a motion that Alex can say what he wants to say.
I can wait.
There's a reason. We'll
Okay,
wait.
I can
Yes,
wait.
we're waiting.
A
May I hear a
motion.
motion to close the
Motion.
meeting?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? May I hear a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight.
Ed, quick question.